Hello, welcome. My name is Nancy Miller, and on behalf of Four Corners Yoga, I am offering this is session 2 for beginner meditators. I thought today I'd offer you some tips on how to do longer meditations. So, hopefully, you've been practicing your 3-minute or longer meditations and you're ready for doing something a little bit longer. But before we do that, I wanted to go over and just review some more of the benefits of meditation. So we're all familiar with the fact that it reduces stress and depression and anxiety, but there's actually some physical and structural changes that they are able to measure in people who meditate. So it does change the actual structure of the brain a bit, and it strengthens that connection to consciousness or to awareness every time you meditate. So some of the things that I wanted to read to you that have been shown is that long-term meditators have more folds in the outer layer of the brain, which equates to improved processing ability. There's a decreased volume in the amygdala, and this is where fear and anxiety and stress responses are formed. So it actually shrinks the amygdala, which is really good. You want to do that. Increased thickness in the hippocampus, which equates to improved memory and learning. Reduces pain sensations in the body. And in a study in beginners who had only meditated for 1 to 2 months, it showed they reported increased signs of happiness, heightened self-esteem, and more self-content. So as far as immunity, it also boosts your lymphocyte count, which is your natural shield against cancer cells and other toxic cells in the body. And in this environment that we have right now, we could all use a good boost in our immunity. It also has shown to have improve age-related memory loss. So there's actual physical changes that happen when you meditate. And every time you meditate, even if it's only for a few minutes, you're strengthening that connection to awareness and to consciousness. And so that always can help. There's been a lot of research. In fact, one book is called The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. If you would like to look into that, he says that our beliefs and thoughts can actually alter the cells in our body. And that when we truly recognize that our beliefs are that powerful, then we hold the key to our freedom. So he's written quite a bit about how strengthening that connection to awareness, but also the thoughts, really impact the body. So if you've ever had an experience in which you were driving and you saw red lights in your mirror, your rearview mirror, and you knew you were getting pulled over, the response that can happen, the increased heart rate or the anxiety or the fear or even the anger that can happen, it's just a thought that you had, I've got red lights in my mirror. That's just a thought. But the physiologic response is real. Your body responds and reacts as if it were in a real threat and if your life wasn't threatened. So then you can also imagine the opposite can happen. So if you're having a pleasant or happy experience, that releases dopamine and other positive things in the body, growth hormone as well. And so the body responds. So your thoughts really have an impact on the physiologic response inside your body. It releases hormones and changes the bloodstream, which then affects every cell. So that's what Dr. Lipton writes about. So today I wanted to give you some tips on how to do maybe a little bit longer meditation. So anybody who's meditated has experienced something referred to as monkey mind. So that just means your mind is just jumping from tree to tree or from thought to thought, and it's extremely common. So don't think that you're doing it wrong. Everyone who meditates experiences this, and it gets easier the more you do it. You actually strengthen your connection and you rewire the brain for attention and for awareness. So it does get better. But just know in the beginning it can be challenging. And even now, for me, days I just need a little extra help in settling. And so we're going to do something I call a body scan to help quiet and settle your mind. We'll do a little bit longer meditation, and so you'll get to experience what that is, and that can help set you up for having a longer, quiet meditation. I did want to read something to you from Donna Faulds. And this might help set the stage for you. So she says, walk slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper. And I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. So the harsh voice of judgment should drop to a whisper. Each time that you find yourself lost in a thought, the moment that you notice that you're lost is your success, your joy, you're meditating. Each time you notice, you're strengthening that connection to awareness, to recognition, and to being the observer of your thoughts instead of lost or caught up in them. So let's practice. I'm going to ring the Tibetan bowl, and at the end, when it's over, I'll ring it again. We'll do a 5-minute practice now. So sit tall, close your eyes, and take some long, deep breaths. And as you breathe, fully inhabit the space that you've chosen. Inhabit your body and connect to whatever is supporting you. The cushion, the floor, the chair. Feel its support. And imagine that you have roots from you growing right down into the earth. So connecting to the earth, anchoring yourself, creating a place of stability, comfort, and nurture. Allow the earth to nurture you at this moment. Continue to breathe deeply, slowly. And bring your attention to the top of your head. Just feel a warm sensation right at the crown. And start to let that sensation move down through your head and through the outside of your scalp. I like to imagine warm honey flowing right over my face, smoothing out the tension in the forehead, behind the eyes, softening around the ears, relaxing through the jaw, letting your mouth open just a little, and soften through the root of your tongue and your lips. Letting the warmth travel down the back of your neck, through your throat, relaxing the throat, and maybe swallow a couple of times. Feeling the warmth and the softening coming down through the clavicle and the tops of your shoulders. Soften there. Let the warmth go down your arms, over your elbows, your wrists, over the hands, and right into the tips of your fingers. Feel the life and energy there. Let the softening continue across your chest into the space that includes your heart, the upper back, and ribs. Notice if there's a tightness here. See if you can open to the experience. Letting go of feeling guarded. Soften through the belly. Your center of intuition. Connect there, releasing any tension, and let the warmth go into the lower back. Breathe deeply here, releasing any stored emotion, anything that is unwanted. Let all of the negative energy just go right through those roots and into the earth. It's just shedding off of you. And you can feel this warmth go through the hips, pelvis. Again, releasing anything you've stored. If there's resistance, spend more time here. Let the warmth come down your thighs, over your knees, giving a little extra love to your knees, traveling through the calves and all the way down across the feet, and feel each toe. Feel the life in your feet, like a tingling or a buzzing sensation. Breathe deeply, feeling the entire body inhabiting your body in this space. Feeling the life within, You might notice this as a tingling in the hands or the feet. But you can extend that sense of energy through the entire body. Releasing all effort. Just experience whatever comes. No judgment. Stop, breathe, and be. And walk slowly into the mystery. You can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. Please message me if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer or give you more reading materials or other research if you're interested. Again, my name is Nancy. Thank you so much for letting me share this time with you. Namaste.